my right is personal protection rounds. Sometimes they are referred to as defensive ammunition. With respect to practice rounds, let's talk about 3 of them. The first one is called a wad cutter. A wad cutter has a specific purpose. The specific purpose of a wad cutter is to make nice, perfectly circular holes in targets. If you ever shoot a target with just some other type of ammunition, with regular ball nose, it'll make jagged holes. If you're shooting for competition and for score, and you want to evaluate at a quick glance where your bullet actually hit on the paper, use a wad cutter and you get nice, pretty holes, right? It's evidenced by the flat bullet head. It's not very popular, but it's out there. Some guns cannot effectively shoot wad cutters. So what they did was they took that flat head of a wad cutter and gave it some beveled edges and called it a semi-wad cutter. The beveled edges enable this round to more effectively be cycled and fed through the operational mechanisms present in that handgun. It facilitates the feeding or the usage of those rounds of ammunition in that handgun. Once again, it's not very popular. However, that flat face makes nice, pretty holes in paper. Now, an FMJ. This is a bullet that has a nice round ball nose. Typically, with your full metal jacket, you got a lead core bullet underneath a jacket of copper. The whole point of putting on this jacket of copper is to improve the hygienics or the cleanliness of your barrel. We talked about reliability being an issue. We talked about the need to keep our handgun relatively clean. If we did not have that protective copper jacket on that bullet, that lead, because it's a soft, malleable metal. By malleable, that's a metallurgical term. It means that it can be easily beaten into shape if you took a hammer to it. It's relatively soft. When it's heated up, it will leave lead metallic particles within your barrel. And then when it cools, it hardens, and it is like very difficult to clean. So what they do is they put a hygienic level of copper around it to help protect your barrel. They call this a full metal jacket. So those of you that have seen the movie, now you know what FMJ means, right? Full metal jacket. It's got a copper jacket over that lead core bullet. The only problem with this is if you ever use it in a gun to shoot a bad guy, this ball nose is going to make it go clean through your target, especially if you shot a 9mm. That 9mm is fast, and you got a ball nose on it. It's almost like an arrow. It's going to go clean through and hit something else. So do not ever, ever use this as personal protection. Because whatever is behind your bad guy, remember that first rule for using and storing a handgun? Be sure of your target, what is beyond it. If you use it to shoot a bad guy, you're going to hit whatever is behind you. Okay? So,